I'm Joe Boone, president of Answers in Genesis, the Ark Encounter Creation Museum, and we're excited to share with you some things that we are doing here to announce tonight.
Well, our end of year project for 2022. We do a big project at the Ark Creation Museum each year, and the one this year is very, very special that we're actually raising funds for, our end of year project. And this is for the Jerusalem model and the building to go with it. And maybe we can explain a bit more this way. Actually, our designers are working on it. It was actually funded in a previous year.
That's right.
One of the biggest indoor models of Jerusalem in the world.
It'll be one of the world's largest indoor models.
One of the world's largest, and it's actually going to be the most accurate because they're doing so much research on that. But we need a place to house it. It's one thing to build a model, it's another thing to be able to house it. And first of all, why do we want such a model? Because Christianity is based in real history.
It is.
And the history of Israel is so integral to understanding a lot about the New Testament, and well,
and there's a lot of people interested in that.
Yes.
A lot of people interested in that.
And we want to follow the life of Christ and help people understand more about Jesus, more about the gospel. So this is going to actually explain a lot more about the gospel.
Absolutely.
And so that's going to be an important aspect of this. Now we need a building to house it in, and we're thinking, how are we going to do this? And here at the Ark, the problem is we're here actually where the buses drop off, and this is really a temporary drop off.
That's right. This wasn't the original design for the bus drop off to be right here.
And we really want the bus drop off away from where the people are.
That's right.
And also, to be able to build any other building here, we've got to do what Patrick Marsh had designed. Remember Patrick?
Yes.
He went to be with the Lord about 12 months ago.
That's right.
But he was the genius behind the exhibits of the Creation Museum and the Ark Encounter. He master planned the Ark Encounter, and part of his master plan, see this rainbow arch here, and the wall stops there. And so
it's beautiful.
His master plan is for that wall to continue over that way, where the fence is, up beyond there, to have the bus drop off over there, to have a big welcome center, and then that would enable us to be able to develop the rest of the Ark here, the rest of the park.
That's
right. Further over is where the Tower of Babel would go, and that is something that we would like to plan for the future, the next great big exhibit. But we can't do any of that until we actually modify this area. And so our designers came up with a brilliant way of actually taking Patrick's vision,
yes.
You know, his vision for this walled city,
the walled city,
and incorporating it with a building for the Jerusalem model and making it all one big project.
So it's one building. It's very efficient in the way it's being done. So it's good stewardship with how we're using the funds in order to essentially get two things done at once, both the Welcome Center and the Jerusalem model building.
And where you see the fence over there on the other side of the bus drop off here, that just beyond that is where people would come out of the building and out of the Welcome Center, actually, is what would happen there.
That's right.
And so we can see when the buses come up, you'll get the idea from the video, actually, exactly where this would go, and then it opens the whole park up so that we could then have the Tower of Babel, for instance.
And this will be like a plaza area out here where people will go between the Welcome Center and the Answer Center, and then direct them to the Tower of Babel and future attractions.
And this enables us to open up the whole of the rest of the Ark for the future, Ark project, and to actually have an exhibit that would proclaim the truth of God's Word and the saving gospel in another powerful way.
And that's the most important thing. That is what we want to do.
It really is. Now, this is a $20 million project.
That's right.
Right, because it's a welcome center, bus drop-off, and a massive building for this Jerusalem model, then all the technology that goes with that, so that we can show people the life of Christ and in Jerusalem and what he did and leading up to the cross. It's going to be another powerful way to present the gospel. And people love Israel.
They
do.
So
instead of going to Israel, you come here.
You come to the Ark Encounter.
But you come to first century Jerusalem.
That's right.
And there's been a lot of research done in recent times, so it's going to be a very accurate model based on the archaeological research. And so we actually proposed this project to a
family foundation.
And they agreed to give us an $8.5 million match, which means
they've made a commitment for $8.5 million, dollar for dollar. They will make a match, 100% for every gift you make, up to $8.5 million through the end of the year.
So that would add up to 17 million if that's matched, and we
right.
need 20 million. But that gives it a great big boost, doesn't it? A great
Sure
big start
does.
to be able to get that. And this would be about a 15-month to 24-month project to complete it all.
That's right.
Because it's a big project, but this is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Now, if you go to answersandgenesis.org and you go to the top of the page there, you will see...
You can see the giving thermometer. Exactly where we're at in reaching the goal. You can see it's moving along. We're making progress.
Oh, we're actually really making progress. A lot of people have already generously donated, and when you see that, you'll see it says double your impact.
That's right.
And you can give now right there, and so whatever you give will actually be doubled up to $8.5 million through to the end of the year.
That's right. So thank you for partnering with us, and we ask you to support this incredible outreach to reach millions of people with the truth of God's Word and the life-changing message of the gospel.
Wow, not only will it revolutionize this whole space here, it'll give us another opportunity to teach people God's Word and the gospel,
Yes.
and open up the park so we can develop the rest of it.
Wow, that's right.
An
Looking
exciting
forward to
project.
it. Thank you.